LinkedIn, everybody tune in. Live and live. I think I clicked it. What's up, guys? Justin R. Harris. Justin R. Harris. Ooh, my speech is just off the chain today. Slurring my own name. No, I haven't had a drink. I don't know what that's about. All right, so brain function. I didn't have a cup of coffee today at all. Wanted to see if I can make it through. I'm struggling. Struggle is real right now. All right, based off of the Daily Drucker. 366 days of business scenarios, right? So we're following forward. You guys know how this works with the playlist. We've been talking about hiring the right person, right? How to hire the right person, hiring the right people for the right work, based on their strengths, things like that, right? So with that, Peter Drucker kind of goes a little further with his explanation and gives a bit of a story. He likes to compare some things from his time and stories of his time that were relevant at that time. So I'm going to do that and read that to you so that maybe you can get a feel for exactly what it is that he's trying to get across. But at the end of the day, I'll give you the action point first. And the action point that he's trying to cover is no, I don't want to give you the action point first. Let's just say you want to follow certain steps. There's 5 steps. So let's start from the top. All right. So here's the deal. General George C. Marshall followed 5 simple decision steps in making people decisions. He goes first. Marshall carefully thought through the assignment. So hiring people for the right job, right? Job descriptions may last a long time, but job assignments change all the time. Second, Marshall always looked at several qualified people. Formal candidates, such as those listed on a resume, are no more than a starting point. Their absence disqualifies a candidate. However, the most important thing is that the person and the assignment fit each other. To find the best fit, you must consider at least 3 to 5 candidates, right? So, one says carefully thought through the assignment, job description. So, one, make sure that you have the right job description for the job that needs to be done, right? You could say, I need a mechanic, but the job description should say, I need an AC mechanic. I don't know. Let's just get real detailed with it, right? Then next thing is the second one is have more than one person. So have between 3 to 5 is what he's saying, right? So now we've achieved that. He goes third. Marshall studied the performance records of all 3 to 5 candidates to find what each did well. He looked for the candidates' strengths. So you want to hire based on their strengths, right? We talked about that before. The things a person cannot do are of little importance. Instead, you must concentrate on the things they can do and determine whether they are the right strengths for this particular assignment. Performance can only be built on the strengths. Fourth, Marshall discussed the candidates with others who he had worked with and have worked with them, right? Because he wants to get feedback on what their thoughts were about that person, right? The best information often comes through informal discussions with candidates' formal bosses and colleagues. So you're looking at their resources, right? References and resources. Okay. Fifth, it's the last one. Once a decision is made, Marshall made sure the appointee understood the assignment. Perhaps the best way to do this is to ask the new person to carefully think over what they have to do to be a success. And then 90 days into the job, has the person committed to what they said they were going to do in writing, right? So making them reflect on what it is. And I'm a firm believer in asking them what their expectations are of the job, because although they think they're coming there to get a job, to do something, that doesn't mean that their expectations are exactly what it is that they're getting ready to do. Because if they're there and their expectations are far exceeding what it is, or significantly lower, and they're not close to being right about where they thought that they were going to be doing, 9 times out of 10, they're either two things are going to happen. They're going to leave, right? Or they're going to stay because they're intrigued, but then leave eventually, right? Because then they find out. So you want to make sure that they're as closely understanding what it is that they're coming there to take on, as opposed to them discovering, and then you have this quiet quitting, which is the trend right now. People just all of a sudden not showing up, right? We don't need that. No one needs that. And this economy right now definitely doesn't need that. See you guys next time.